What would happen if you smash 1,000,000 shadow orbs in Terraria? That's what we're going to be finding out in this video. But first, time for a bit of information. So if it's night and you smash shadow orbs, there's a 50% chance that a meteorite will fall. That looks like this. So if we take a look here, if we smash a couple of these, check that out, a meteorite has landed. And if we keep going, another one may land. There we go, so there's 2 meteorites in the world. But if we keep going now, no more meteorites will fall. And why is this? How come only 2 fall? Well, in a small world, if there's more than 400 meteorite blocks above the surface, meteorites will stop spawning. So to make this video a bit more interesting, we're going to be moving the surface further down using a map editing tool so we can see what would happen if there was no limit on the amount of meteorite above the surface. So let's do that really quickly and then let's smash 1,000,000 shadow orbs. So here is the world that we're working with. You can see meteorite number 1 over here, and then over here is meteorite number 2, and that is the maximum amount of meteorites that would fall unless we make the world lower down. So we're going to do that really quickly. Select all, copy, delete, bye bye world. But we're going to spawn it back and we're going to put it underground. So check this out, guys. And there we go. We now have the entire world under the surface. So now we can see what would happen if there were no restrictions on the maximum amount of shadow orb. So now it's time to smash the first 100,000 and we'll see what happens. Let's take a look. So check this out, guys. The entire world is now underground. So some of you may be wondering, Edward, how are you going to destroy 1,000,000 shadow orbs? That is going to take forever. Well, we are using a mod from Tmod that is called Louis AFK, and that gives you a very fast mining mount. So check this out, guys. It's night. We have all of the shadow orbs, so time to destroy them. So if we look to the bottom left here, we can see that meteorites are indeed spawning. So the logical thing to do now is just destroy them all, and then we will see where we're at after 100,000. Bearing in mind that is only 10% of what we're going to be doing. What? Oh, that's a red slime. I thought that was a lava slime. So also, we're going to be able to get a really good thumbnail by doing this. So that will help the video very much. Because check this out. If we go over here and then just spray the mining mount. Look at all these items. What? You can only have 400 items max at any given time. So, but even with the 400 items, look how cool this looks. That is so awesome. I love that. So time to smash and then we'll be back. Wow, it's lagging so much that the end of the world seems to just disappear. Look at that. This is really badly lagged. I have never seen that before. It's lagging that badly that there's just a black line to the right of the map. It just cannot load it fast enough. Wow. Look at that. Just look at the lag there. The game is so close to crashing, it's going at 1 frame per second. I have never seen this before. Okay, so we've done about 50,000. Let's take a look at what the world looks like right now. Here we go. Ah! Wow! We've only done 50,000 or so, and this is what the map looks like. Wow! That is crazy. Just look at this, guys. It's just completely obliterated down, all the way down to the bottom, and now it's at the underworld where it seems to have stopped. Oh no, it's not stopped. It's just going down. It is so close to hitting the bottom of the world. This is ridiculous. So if we get to 1,000,000, does that mean that everything's just going to be gone? Except for certain areas? I don't know. There are some restrictions, guys, on where shadow orbs can fall, so we'll be talking about that later. But just look at this side. It's just completely eaten away at the world. Woo! When there's not many left, you can absolutely fly through this, but the game just crashes if you're breaking like hundreds every second. So I think that's pretty much all of them. So how does it look? Any different? Not really. Okay, so maybe it's hit the upper limit of where it can go. And there's none over this side of the world. So I think it's time to look at the restrictions to see if we can make meteorite spawn on this side of the world too. But what makes this interesting is it shows the limits on where meteorites can spawn. And using this, we can also look into how to make meteorites not fall on your world if you don't like them. So here is a bit more information about meteors. 16% of the world centered on your spawn point is protected from falling meteors. Meteorites will not land within 35 tiles of an NPC or a chest. Meteorites will not fall on screen for any player. They cannot fall within 50 blocks of the edge of the world or 50 blocks from the top of the world. And if the entire world is covered by these conditions, for example, there's lots of chests, no meteorite will fall. Also, out of every 900 solid blocks in a square, there has to be 600 solid blocks, and cloud blocks and liquid count as negative blocks. So what this means is if there's a lot of water, then no meteors will fall, and that's probably why the jungle has been unaffected. Also chests, there's probably a lot of chests scattered around. Good news guys, I have just realized I have made a mistake which can be fixed, and I am really glad I realized this before uploading, because this makes the video a lot more interesting. The reason why nothing has dropped on this side is because of this 1 block wide glass here. This actually counts as the floor to meteorites. So if I just get rid of all of this, then meteorites should fall in a lot of spaces on this side of the world. So 200,000 down and no more meteorites are spawning because it's hit the upper limit. Either there's too much water, too many chests, or too many open spaces for any more meteorites to spawn. So look at the underground. Anywhere where the meteorites can spawn, it's just gone all the way down to the bottom and to the bottom of the world. So now we have 800,000 meteorites to go. So what we're going to do is we're just going to remove all of the water and all of the chests just to see how far we can go. But this is the maximum limit on what is possible. If you remove all of the surface, so that you only have underground, and spawn as many meteorites as possible, or you just wait a very long time, like a year, this is what your map will look like. There's just holes everywhere, but there are some places that are unaffected because of open spaces, chests, and water. So, time to remove the chests. So the chests are gone, and now let us get the eraser tool out and get rid of all of the water. So if you somehow spent all of your time on a map removing all the liquids, all the chests, this is what your world will look like after waiting a very long amount of time. So let's check it out. 1 million shadow orbs destroyed, wow, and this is what the map looks like. Pretty much all of it has been obliterated except for a few sections, and if we zoom in, pretty much all of it is meteorite. Just look at that. And the edge of the world is not affected, as we can see here. And I also forgot about this floating island, unfortunately, but this is cool because it shows that floating islands do not get hit by meteors, and anything below it does not either. Also, if there's a lot of open space, meteorites may not fall. So because of all this open space here, meteorites did not hit it, and it did not continue to go down. And finally, I want you guys to guess how much meteorite was in that small world and how much gold we're going to get for it. Put your guess for how much meteorite is in the comments. We'll spawn in Mr. Merchant here and let's take a look. So there was a total of 531,900 meteorite, and if you convert that into bars, you would get 177,300 meteorite. So we're going to sell this to Mr. Merchant here and see what he will offer us. So hello sir, Ralph, what are you going to offer us? 248 platinum, that is a lot. But considering how long it would take to firstly mine all of the surface, get rid of all of the liquids, get rid of all of the chests, and then wait like a year or something just to get 250 platinum, not too good. But this was just a nice fun little video into what could happen if you let as many meteorites spawn as possible. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button for many more awesome Terraria videos. You guys are the best. Stay tuned for more videos, and I hope you guys have had a great weekend. I shall see you guys later.